getting to to understand what are the five things that successful people do. And as you're just joining, please let me know where is that you're watching. Type number one if you're joining live. Number two if you're joining on a replay. It is a pleasure to be here with you. And today we're gonna be just talking about just business and different things, but five things, my friends. And hello everyone here on Instagram and on different platforms. Five things, my friends, that can actually help you be in the direction of success. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. As you're joining in, I'm gonna ask you to, let me see. Yes, we are live. All right. As you're connecting, please let me know if you are watching, if you are hearing me. Let me know from which part of the world is that you're connecting from. And it is such a pleasure to be here with all of you. And I'm gonna tell you, there are different things that successful people do, but today we're gonna focus on five. And I have been listening to some really, really amazing material. I just want to share with you, and especially if you're in network marketing. This is completely, generic. Of course, I do network marketing, by the way. If you don't have company, I would love to talk to you and have a chat. But if you do, just I wish you the best and all the success in the world. But let's go ahead and get started. And today, let me see. Okay, can you guys hear me? Yes, everybody hears me. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. What are the five things that successful people do? What are those five things? And, by the way, my name is Danny Nedelko, and I'm here live. Whatever you are in the world, just hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. And I want to talk to two types of people today, and that's those who want to become successful, and number two, those who feel that they're stuck. If you feel like if you're stuck, you have some form of success, you actually are doing really good, but you still feel like if you have not gone to the next level. And the difference is not talent. It is not luck. It is not money. It is not connections. It is habits, decisions, and attitude. It's just like, the greatest people say, number one, you can do all things if you decide to do them and take action. And I just heard a couple of days ago some mentors talking about success, but the number one thing that people who are successful have, the number one attitude, is that they can do it regardless. They can do the things regardless. And this is a message that hit me so hard today, because I'm Mexican, and I'm super excited that a Mexican lady, became Miss Universe 2025. And it reminded me again of success is not magic, success is a pattern. And not only that, you have a voice. If you're a woman, this is going to also resonate with you, because whenever, and I don't say it to just put down men or anything like that, but I come from a culture in my home country in Mexico where since you're little, when you're in school, you're not supposed to talk, you're not supposed to have a voice. And this is changing, and I'm very happy to see this, because it's seen that through generations, women, at least in my home country in Mexico, we are supposed to not say anything or talk or have a voice. But today, guys, I don't know if you heard the story of this young lady. You need to go and Google it, chat GTP it, or do something about it, or Grok it, and you're gonna find out what happened at this event in Thailand. And it was incredible. For me, it really touched my heart when I saw how somebody was bullying her, and actually, instead of her like lowering her standards or actually feeling bad about herself or being manipulated or gaslighted, she took ownership of her voice. And she was not ugly, she was not disrespectful, but she made a point. And that can we can learn from these. Even if you're a man, you can learn from these. Even if you're an entrepreneur today, I'm gonna just ask you to stay here with me for a few minutes, and I'm gonna give you 5 things that can give you a reality check, because the world has changed. Yes, it has changed. And in business, you cannot achieve the same results that you achieved right yesterday. So today, I'm going to talk about some statistics, but in the United States, nearly 8% of people are functionally unemployed. Yes, that means they're underemployed, they don't have enough hours, or they are underpaid. In Mexico, 25 of people don't earn enough to cover basic needs. And in Europe, inflation is already eating up from 15 to 20% on people's savings. Yes, this is the reality we live. But I'm going to tell you one thing: don't panic, we can do something about it, because families are drowning because they don't have customers, and not families, but businesses. People cannot sell their products, some people are not making profits. And this is worldwide, not only in a specific country, not only for a specific company. You can take a look at any company. Go to the stock market, and you're gonna see the facts and figures. Go to network marketing, different companies are moving, leaders are moving. And I'm going to tell you one thing: there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. There is a time and season for everything. But you and I cannot be just blind and say, you know what, this is going to happen, tomorrow's going to be okay, and it's going to be fine. There are good news. I want to tell you one thing: winners are created in every crisis. Every single thing that you might have gone through, if you have gone through crisis, has taught you to get where you are. There are 5 things that successful people do. And number one, they have a can-do attitude. Yes, people with a can-do attitude approach every situation with the outlook that no matter what, it can be handled. So this comes down to say, you know what? I don't wait. I don't complain. I don't analyze 2, 3, 4 months. I just move, because every second you spend thinking instead of doing is a second of action you're wasting. Yeah. So successful people take the now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, not I figure it out, but they take the next step today. Now, number 2, they see problems as gold. Successful people see problems as gold. Yes, because I'm gonna tell you one thing: when you are seeing a challenge, and if you have a mindset of success, even if you have not arrived there yet, you are actually winning, because successful individuals love to seek out problems, because they know almost every problem is an opportunity. So challenges sharpen your abilities, and every challenge is training. So number 3, they focus on opportunity, no limits. Yes, successful people focus on opportunity. The highly successful individuals think extensively how far they can spread themselves. Not, realistically, not thinking, oh, in school, or your friends or your parents told you, just don't get disappointed, don't think too high, don't dream too big. I'm going to tell you one thing: the most successful individuals in the world think unrealistically. They plan for insane goals, and most of the times they don't achieve them. But I'm going to tell you one thing: there is one thing about thinking big that you really need to pay attention today. Number 4, successful people move fast, not perfect. Yes, you'll be amazed how much you can get done when you quit thinking and calculating things. Every second you spend thinking is a second wasted. Again, I'm going to say it again. Every second you spend thinking, it is a second that you have wasted, because successful people try, adjust, move, and try again, over and over and over. Unsuccessful people, and I'm going to tell you, maybe you might find yourself in some of these attitudes, characteristics, or attributes, and that's okay. But you also need to watch out, because unsuccessful people wait. They wait until the market is fine. They wait until they find the people to talk to. They wait until they get more customers. They wait until they have, the next funding or a loan or something. They overthink, they're in fear, and they look for guarantees. I want to tell you one thing. If you're in business or in anything you do in life, if you want a guarantee, you might as well as getting a washer or a dishwasher, because those things do actually get a guarantee, but not life. You're not gonna get out of here alive. You and I at some point are going to check out. We're gonna die, and that's it, man. But we need to really think about what we want to do. Do we want guarantees? Do we want, to live in the security mode of, I'm not gonna move until I know exactly where I'm going? Well, guess what? You're not gonna get to your goals. Number 5, successful people think to commit until it works. They commit to their goals until they make them happen. And one of the things that I really love hearing from different mentors is that to achieve success, you need to desire the things that you have in your mind as if you want to live and breathe, and that is when you will succeed. You need to really be obsessed with things that are your project, your family, the things that provide for your communities, for your company. The most successful people are driven by obligations, yes, and commitments, because those who are successful, they don't try, they commit, they finish, they show up even when they're tired, hurt, embarrassed, lonely, broke, sick. Yes, this is when leaders win. And I'm going to tell you one thing. If you want to apply these 5 habits, just type here in the chat, action, let's go, or something. And if you found this video as valuable, just give me some thumbs up, just subscribe, share the video, and it's going to be really good that we connect. So thank you so much for being here. And those are the 5 things that successful people do. Whatever you do today, take action. Take actions, because action actually moves mountains. And I'm going to leave you with this. Thank you so much. And we're going to be coming back